So I figure I may as well just keep this simple. What we've just done is we mixed a grey from using an orange by adding blue. What I'm going to do now is I'm taking the same grey, so this is a pure grey mix essentially. You've got cadmium yellow, alizarin crimson and cobalt blue in here, maybe sort of 20% cadmium, 20% alizarin and 60% cobalt blue. That's a guess, but that'll be roughly where we're at. So here in this wine glass I've got a pure cadmium yellow, so I'm going to put that at the top there, and I'm just going to add 2 drops of the grey. We'll see where we go with this. What will end up happening is the yellow will just end up sort of slightly mustardy, I would have thought. So that's 3 drops. Each time I'm going to add 1 more drop, so it sort of accelerates. That's 4 drops. You might have seen the other videos or not, but I use these, this is how I mix all my colours, using syringes. Just to, it just means I can very sort of precisely control, that's 5, how I'm mixing the paint, and control the quantities and repeat colours. So now I'm putting 6 drops. And we've gone to a sort of mustard now, slightly greenish. 7 drops, which it would go green, because if I'm saying this is predominantly blue and this was yellow, the quantity of red now, red is, the alizarin crimson is becoming the inferior colour in this mix. So it will be a green, albeit a slightly browny green. Eight drops. I mean, I think the trick with mixing greens anyway, which obviously green comes from yellow and blue, but just a tiny bit of red is the key, I think. So that's 9 drops now. So the green is getting more blue, and it's darkening again all the time. It's darkening. 10 drops. 11. Now you can see when I'm mixing, I really mix it in there. It's very important to get that paint all mixed around. So that was 11 drops. We'll do 1 more. 12. Okay. So we'll see what we've got here. So I've taken that grey there, and I'm adding it into pure cadmium yellow. 2 drops, 3, 4, going down. We're in the sort of mustard stage there. Then we're getting into a nice sort of pure green. You can see that sort of green on some of the oak trees at the minute that are just coming out, this being late April. Okay, and then we go down, getting darker and greener to there. So, I mean, this is, you know, this is just one way of mixing colour, but I think it's good for giving you an understanding of how colour works, and it's pretty simple really when you get the hang of it. Certainly when they put on the pure form, when they start layering up on the paper on top of each other again, then it gets a little bit more complicated, but there you go. Any questions or comments, just fire them through.